Welcome back to One Hot Bite. Melissa here, where healthy doesn't have to be boring, and with all this liquor, you're gonna see why it's not boring. We're gonna have a wonderful cocktail hour again today. We're gonna make holiday cider sangria. So we have our summer sangria with all the yummy spring and summer fruits and the light effervescent sangria. We're gonna take that same idea, that same recipe, and we're gonna make it more holiday spirit. So we are gonna have more fruits and veggies, but more that cater to the fall and winter weather. And we're still gonna have that effervescent flavor, and we're still gonna have the alcohol. And this is great for the holiday gatherings that we're getting ready to embark on coming up here. So things you're gonna need, an apple, a pear, black grapes, cinnamon, because we are going to make cider. We're going to make a simple syrup with a cider. We have a sauvignon blanc, white wine. You can do brandy, you can do bourbon, whiskey, whatever your heart desires. I'm going to use bourbon today. And you can use any sparkling cider. I'm using blanc, and so this one has a little bit more fruitiness and spiciness to it. We're going to see how it works out today. But you know what? Let's get mixing. We're going to start off here by making our cinnamon infused simple syrup. So here is 1/4 of a cup of water and 1/8 of a cup of sugar and 1 cinnamon stick. We're going to bring this over a medium-high heat just until the sugar dissolves and your liquid is totally clear. Perfect. We're going to move on. We need 1/2 of an apple. You can choose any apple you want. This one here is a Honeycrisp. And just make sure you don't have any of the core. We're going to keep the skin on these because it keeps them nutritious and kind of firm. So just chop this up into edible chunks. They don't have to be super small, just as long as they're bite size. We're going to take 1 pear and do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and cut it into some beautiful chunks. And again, we only need 1/2 a pear for this. I'm just making 5 drinks with this today, but the recipe down below will show you a recipe for 10 drinks because it is for the holidays. Here is our brandy or bourbon. I'm using 1/2 of a cup, and we're going to add this to our simple syrup. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and add our chopped apple and our chopped pear, and we're going to let this marinate for about 10 minutes. Just set it aside. When we're all done marinating, we're going to strain out the solids because we just want to save that delicious drink below. We're going to get rid of the cinnamon stick. We no longer need that, and we're going to add the apples to a separate bowl because we're going to make some fruit skewers as well. So there are our apples. We're going to set our liquid aside. We're going to add about 1/2 a cup of black grapes to our fruit mixture. Toss it together. And I just have little wooden skewers here. You can make any design you want. You can add them on in any order that you'd like. But you want to make sure you give everybody a little bit of everything for their drink. So again, I'm making 5 drinks today, so I'll put together a skewer for each drink. We're going to take the remaining fruit and put it in your pitcher. You can choose any size pitcher, shaped pitcher that you want. But we're going to add all of our drunken fruit to the bottom of our pitcher. Now we're going to add that bourbon syrup that we made first. Again, it doesn't have the cinnamon stick any longer. We're going to add that. This is where we add our white wine. I have Sauvignon Blanc here. You can choose any white wine that you might have on hand, and this is 1 3/4 cups. As soon as we have the right measurement, we're going to go ahead and add that to our mixture as well. And the fruit is just dancing. Now we're going to add that apple cider, that sparkling cider, whatever flavor you chose. And this is where the bubbly spring water, effervescent, is going to come in play. We need just about 1 1/4 cups of this, and we're going to add this to our mixture as well. Once we have that all mixed together, we're just going to stir it a little bit. Let the fruit bob around. And now we're gonna make our first drink. So you wanna make sure you pour just enough for everybody. This is probably a little larger size than what you would give a typical guest. You wanna make sure they have a little bit of all the fruit, top it with your fruit skewer, and this is just gorgeous and ready for fall in the party. If you want to make this ahead, you can. Just don't add the cider, the sparkling cider, until your guests show up to keep that spicy, effervescent flavor happening in these drinks. But I want to say, as we're about to embark on the holidays here in the United States and around the world, happy holidays to you. Have a safe and healthy one, and cheers. So I will see you next time. We're gonna make spicy bacon beer muffins, because why not? We're gonna keep the holidays going. So cheers to you. Love you guys. If you like what you saw here today, please subscribe down below. Give me some thumbs up and some comments. I love you guys. Share to your family and friends, because this is your holiday beverage of the season.